What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Speakeasy Podcast. I'm Walter, got Josh and Tony, and it's my favorite type of episode. This is our second edition of the Bar Babble. Isn't that great? You guys remember when you guys were hating on Bar Babble? And now it's a thing?
What's Bar Babble?
What you're getting into right now.
Bar Babble.
You're the one that hates it the most.
Yeah.
Can you tell me why you don't like Bar Babble? This sounds great.
Just the way it sounds. Bar Babble.
We have an audience here today. Do you think it sounds awful? Do you like the sound Bar Babble? Does it make
Say it out loud. Say it.
Bar Babble.
Isn't it fun to say? Bar Babble, Bar Babble.
That did not roll off the tongue.
It's her first try, bro. It's her first try. So what's up, guys? How you been? Welcome back, Tony.
Thanks.
Welcome back. You survived the EDC. Barry, are you still recovering?
I'm still recovering.
I'm curious to know what that concoction tasted like where you poured like Jack Daniels and protein and...
Yeah.
I didn't see this shit. What are you talking about?
The Jack and Pro is what I call it.
The Jack and Pro?
Yeah, it was a scoop of protein with Jack, a little bit of water, and...
what kind of protein, by the way?
It was whey protein, organic.
So you really threw that in there? Is that for flavor? Is that for nutrients?
It was because I was drunk.
Makes sense.
EDC.
Yeah, no, the mixture you were talking about was our last night there. We got the ice bucket from the hotel room, and we just put in everything that we had left over: tequila, whiskey, vodka, Powerade, coconut water, Jaeger.
What the fuck?
That's kind of like when you go to like 7-Eleven, you get one of like...
Oh, yeah, I used to love doing that.
And it just turned black, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, it tastes...
half the time I would throw it out.
A little bit like banana. At least that's what I thought. My friend Dino thought it tastes like horrible ass. And he didn't fare too well. But we did finish it. And
I want to know who's tasted delicious ass. That's what I want to know.
Still waiting.
You're still waiting? But are you also trying while you wait?
Well, yeah.
Yeah?
2018 is the year of eating ass.
I think
for
so.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about it at least 10 times.
Yeah.
I've only had
Year of the eating ass eating season.
year of the brown eye. It's the brown eye season. I like it. So look, it's Bar Babble, and I think we have a lot of topics here.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys want to
one.
fucking dive into this black hole here?
What is that in your hand? It looks like a fucking turd.
It looks like Dan's penis, but it's not.
But
it is a little cigar. A little cigar.
Dan,
I like to chew on it.
Dan, can we get confirmation on that?
Is that your penis? It's cut.
Is this about the right size, Dan?
Oh, yeah, you know it.
Oh, yeah, he knows it. I like it. No, I like to feel like, I remember the A-Team?
Yeah.
I like to feel like the captain.
Okay.
It makes me feel like the captain.
All right, Captain.
So I like it. I like it.
His name was Murdoch.
Yeah, Murdoch. There you go.
I don't know why I know that.
You know it because it was a great show.
It's because you're white.
Yeah, it is.
And because he's white.
Yeah. It's relatable.
Yeah.
Who was the person of color?
I don't know.
Mr. T.
Mr. T.
No, but what was his name on the show?
I don't know.
Mr. T.
Baracus or something?
Oh, yeah.
B.A.
B.A. Baracus.
Yeah.
B.A. Baracus.
Barack.
Baraka? No, that's the president.
Baraka is the president?
Barack.
Okay.
And it's
Obama.
also one of my favorite drinks, which is Presidente and Coke. I call it Barack. Try that. And it's really cheap because Presidente like $9.
That's what we used to drink
Yeah,
all the time.
I taught you that. I
Yeah,
brought
you
it.
did too.
I
You
brought
did
you.
that.
I brought Barack into
And
your
now I'm
life.
an alcoholic.
You know what? I wish you could bring Barack back.
We all do.
Yeah.
We all wish we could have Barack back. All right. So let's go. Let's get this fucking party started.
All right. First topic of discussion
First
is...
topic of the day. How does a creative mind get out of a creative funk? This was provided by Mario Lopez Art.
Oh, aren't they supposed to be anonymous?
And what's that?
Aren't they supposed to be anonymous?
Well,
Yeah.
since we asked people to supply the
I'd like to give them credit.
topics, I want to give them a little bit of credit. So,
Yeah.
by the way, we also have ourselves on Instagram Live.
Oh, that's right.
Facebook Live. So, whoever's watching on live, if you have anything you want us to talk about,
Yeah, the one follower on Facebook
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I got some
to
right
the
here.
two of you,
got some guys
any
right
question
here.
or topic you want us to speak on, then just shoot it out there.
We're gonna talk about anal douching, but I thought I had made something up, but it's an actual thing thanks to
Everything.
Coach. I'm sorry. What's your
Coach
your
Gooch?
Coach McGuire or something like that. McGee. What's your shit again? Whatever. Coach.
It looks-
Magana.
It must be slow at work because half the staff is watching us right now.
But back to the point, anal douching is a real thing. Google it. Now back to this topic. How does a creative mind get out of a creative funk? You've been there. I've been there. Have you ever been there?
I'm not creative.
Yes, you are.
Sometimes when I'm like in my coloring books and I'm like, oh man, what color should I use?
Yeah.
And then you just leave it for a
and then
day
I
or
have
two.
like a block of like, magenta or whatever.
You stay stuck there.
Yeah.
How do you do it, Tony? You as a writer.
Masturbation mostly.
That's just every day. Though. That has nothing to do with
No.
writer's block or
Okay,
artist
so
block.
it's rare that I have writer's block. Okay, I can write until I'm exhausted. It doesn't always mean that it's good.
Mm-hmm.
So when I hit a creative slump or something like that, the best thing that as far as advice goes, what I tend to do is I go to someone that does it really well. In other words, if I'm struggling with writing or I think that I'm not hitting a particular point or nerve or whatever it may be, then I'll visit a book that I've read before that I know was did really well at that.
So what you do is go find inspiration when you're in a funk.
Yeah, like if I'm writing a poem and I think it sucks or I'm not hitting it visually or I'm not hitting the right notes, then I go to a poet that I find, inspirational or good or like-minded. And it doesn't have to be someone famous. I mean, it's someone that I respect or I think has a high quality of content. I do that. Or if I'm writing a story, I'll just open up a Stephen King book or, just not randomly, but it's like, let me go visit this story. Let me visit this world. Let me see how he did it. And it's never like, I'm going to do it like him. It's simply, wow, he's really good. I can do this.
Now describe your funk, because it doesn't really feel like a funk. You just kind of like had a little block.
Yeah.
Because when I tend to, and this is just my perspective, and Mario's here, maybe he can contribute to this, is a funk to me is, and he was described it kind of the way I experience a funk. I'm in a project and then I just kind of hit a wall and I stay there. And to me, it has been days. Like I think about it and overthink about it and then I don't think about it. And then eventually I kind of combine like what you just did, which is go find inspiration.
Yeah.
Whether I Google something off the topic that I was trying to write about or concentrate about or work on, I'll go just Google that word and see what the fuck pops up. And I could go look for images or whatever. I do try to go find inspiration, but sometimes my block isn't about the art itself. It's just my literal physical motivation to keep working on it.
Yeah.
And that's a tough one. I struggle with that.
I mean,
like,
I think
finally
I have,
it just ends up hitting me or something.
I have like eight or nine different short stories that are incomplete that I plan on finishing. It's not so much that I hit a wall, it's that I'll keep writing, but I don't like what's being written, so I'll stop, delete that, and then move on. Now, I don't know if I have an answer to go back to that. I just know that eventually I'll be there. It's like
you're patient.
Yeah, it's like visiting a relative or something.
Have you ever been in a position where you don't have the luxury of patience?
Yeah, I've had deadlines, but those usually, the pressure kind of helps. I mean, realistically, I'd rather have a deadline than be my own boss. I mean, no one tells me what to do except me, and that kind of sucks because I'm lazy.
You need that shit?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it's great. If you said, I need you to finish this story by the end of the month and give it to me, it would just automatically create a necessity to write. And, of course, sometimes people say that pressure causes like a rush feeling.
Yeah.
But I think if you're a creative mind, then the hardest part of that is not hard for you. And that's writing.
I love pressure.
It's not writing isn't difficult for me. It's do I like it? Is the output to my standards, and am I okay with it? Mm-hmm. But you won't know that till you actually create it. Yeah. So I don't know.
You could be stuck on a color.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, a color pops out.
Yeah, like
and then you're like, I'm finishing this coloring book.
Fuchsia out of nowhere.
So let me see if there's something on here before we go to the bag.
Say my name.
Hey, Marshall on the Facebook says hi, and she says, dating a customer when in the service industry.
Oh.
Dating a customer in the service industry.
Like boyfriend, girlfriend, or like here? Like
just starting dating?
Probably just dating, yeah.
Probably like.
Are they dating us for discounts or is it real?
Now, is it a coworker or is it
a customer?
Ooh.
We can talk about that. I don't know if you. I mean, as a comedian, you date fans
very frequently. Yeah. That happens all the time for us.
Because they think you're funny, and then they realize you're fucking crazy.
We're just nuts and douchebags half the time. So eventually, the humor, depending on how funny you are, they'll still stick around.
I will say that it's easier. You're like just like I've told you before, behind the bar, I'm like 10 times hotter than in real life.
For real.
Simply because I'm making drinks and you're a little
That's true.
intoxicated.
It's true.
You know? Yeah, we
Same
meet.
thing with the stage, man.
You're very
Look,
whimsical.
I started my comedy career with Josh, and I've seen plenty of women pick up on Josh. I don't think he got the signals, but
Yeah.
it's
They
for
would, they
sure.
would do this. They would be like, and I'd be like, I don't want ice cream. Right now. I know it sounds weird.
And then he walks away like, that bitch thought I was fat. This fucking-
She kept
I
offering
don't
me
eat
ice
all the
cream.
time. I like that
I
shit.
got offered a lot of ice cream.
Yeah. She said
Yeah.
something about your big stick, and you're like, no, I prefer Sundays.
Yeah, I don't think I've done the service industry, because I'm assuming that's like restaurants, shit like that.
Yeah.
Just work the door, just like you, and doesn't get much action. Although you get drunk chicks all the time. You've only made out with them. You've never dated them, right?
No, that's a rule.
It's a rule. You don't date them. You just make out with them.
Yeah, not
That's
at the
cool.
bar. Not because it gets weird. And I've
Because they keep coming back.
seen other guys will do that, and they'll hook up with chicks, other guys I work with, and then they turn psycho, and then they come back. And he's like, "Oh God, like look," and it just gets weird. I'm like, "Yeah, it's not." It's not
Yeah.
a good
So
idea.
it's probably not. No, it's probably not date. People
Not a
in
good
the service.
idea. Don't do it.
All right. This topic's kind of funny. Is a hot dog a sandwich? I have a feeling I know who wrote this. I like it. Ah, man, that's
I don't
actually.
think there's much of a debate. Like, yes, it's a
Yes,
sandwich.
I think it's a sandwich.
I don't think it's a
How do you
sandwich.
not think it's a sandwich? I think it's a sandwich.
How?
There's bread and meat.
I know,
bread
but
and meat
is
and
a
there's
hold on, hold
There's
on.
condiments
Is
in
a
it.
cheeseburger a sandwich?
Yeah.
Technically, yes.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
it is a cheeseburger.
Okay, now you just contradicted yourself.
Yeah.
But a cheeseburger is it falls.
So they could
under-
both be a
It
sandwich.
falls under the family of sandwiches.
I don't know. I think if it's a bun, it's something different.
What?
I know. Buns are, there's
Yeah.
not a definitive
Yeah,
bun.
there's
but-
not a definitive
It's a
bun.
subcategory of sandwiches, like a.
It's
like
a subcategory
po'
of
boy.
bread.
So hot dog is underneath the sandwich category.
Yes.
I would put
So-
it in a sandwich
So
category.
you want a wiener sandwich?
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've given plenty of wiener sandwiches.
Foot long.
Could I have a Dodger sandwich, please? Thank you.
Sometimes the butt cheeks are the
I'm gonna
bun.
start ordering at the baseball game. Can I get a Dodger dog sandwich, please?
I'm gonna be like, sorry, sir, you're cut off. All right, I don't know what happened with this one, but this one's sticky.
Yeah, well.
Was this like post-it notes or something? All right, here we go. How does a bartender handle cutting someone off? What are the indicators that one has had too much? This is a question for you.
Well, I cut people off all the time, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Dude. So what are the indicators? What do you wait for them to like plant their face on the floor, or
Yeah, or usually you can just someone's demeanor. You can. I mean, for a bartender, it's different because they're like, you're face to face with someone. Like if they're sitting at the bar, but if there's someone's walking around, and I see them kind of stumble out of the bathroom or slurring to the guy, I'm like, okay, like I won't necessarily kick them out, but like, look, like I'll tell the bartender, like, look, this person, they're done. Like
Yeah.
they're not allowed to have.
And you take them to your white van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow me here. I have free candy. That works 60% of the time. It works every time.
Beautiful
about
statistic.
you since you're behind the bar?
I mean, it depends where you're working. Realistically, there's. I mean, the law is the law. Like this person is responsible for you the minute that they leave the bar. Or you're responsible for that person. I'm sorry. To a degree, if they get in an accident or they hurt someone and you were their last place of business, then we could
It's a
very
liability.
much be responsible. Yeah. So with that in mind, you have to be like you constantly vigilant. To quote Mad Eye Moody from Harry Potter,
I don't know what that means.
I
Lost me
do.
there.
Harry Potter makes me feel super white.
Harry
I love that shit. Harry Potter fan? Yeah?
That means no.
Oh, we got a hell yeah back there. And
Hell yeah. All right.
How she feels about her career. Just, interior design? I kind of like it.
I like drawing squares. It's a thing.
I like couches.
Shading,
Have
shadows.
you cut people off? Do you
I've cut people off many times. Yeah, a lot. One of the things that you find as like in my position, I run a bar, not just bartending. That's one of the bigger issues with bartenders is they're afraid to cut someone off, and I mean you got to throw
Why?
that fear out the window because I mean I would assume that as a drinker as well, you wouldn't want to be cut off. So you're like,
Yeah.
I don't want to cut
A
them off.
lot of people, when I cut people off, or even when I kick someone out, they take it very personal.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I try to explain to them, look, you didn't do anything wrong. You just had too much to drink. It's not a problem. You're at a bar. People get drunk.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. And a lot of times, what I've noticed is like I'll get them to like sign their tab. Like, look, I need you to sign this. Walk with me outside, and they'll get pissed off at the bartender. They kind of take it out and they're like, just right here. And I'll notice if they don't leave a tip, I will like give them so much shit. I'll be like, listen, you want to be pissed at me? That's fine.
You're a saint.
But don't be pissed at the person who's been like serving drinks all night and then busting their ass for you. Say fuck you to me, but it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It's their fault. And so a lot of times I'll be like, look, if you don't sign a tip here, like you're never fucking coming back. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah. And as far as indicators go,
white people high five?
Yeah.
do they have 5 still? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All weird like that too.
I mean, you have to know body language. You also have to know yourself. You know when you're drunk what you do. For the most part, some people do. And the customers, it's not hard to tell. It's like, oh shit. You as a bartender, let's say someone comes in, a couple comes in. They're there for 30 minutes. He's on his like 5th beer, and she's on her 2nd drink. That's already enough. That's enough for them to be at the legal limit. Okay, depending on how much they weigh. So at that point, what you're doing is you're just observing. I mean, I always joke about it, but at my bar, I hear everything. I'm not always listening because sometimes I don't want to, but I hear everything. The conversations that are going on, the way that they're talking to you as a bartender versus how they talked when they first got there, what they ask for, how they ask for it, what they're drinking, how strong that drink is. If you order 3 Long Islands in like 15 minutes, well, first of all, that's not going to happen. You're not going to get it. But that's a sign. That's
haters gonna hate.
Will you sometimes kind of slip them like give them a water too to like kind of?
Oh yeah. Do you chill out on their drink?
Yeah,
like,
I'll purposefully.
Oh, this is a really good question. Actually, someone asked me in the bar the other night when I was working when we had to cut someone off. This guy I work with, we were wondering if bartenders, when they see someone getting to that level, will they kind of like give them less of a pour?
Yeah, no.
Like we kind of water down the drinks a little bit.
No, I find that dishonest, and like they're paying for a particular amount of alcohol, so I wouldn't want to cheat them, and I don't know, that just seems like wrong to me. But I will space it out. I'll take longer on purpose. I'll give them water in between drinks. Yeah. I'll make sure that they don't. That they're noticing that it's taking longer. That's fine. I don't care if you notice. I'll tell them like, I just think you drank a little too much, or especially where I work, it's a little bit more like intense on the rules and the image, and the portrayal of what the restaurant stands for.
And you work more in a family environment, so you don't want no sloppy ass motherfuckers.
Because when I worked at Bottoms, I mean, shit, I was drinking along with them, so
some of your bartenders needed to be cut off.
A lot of the times they did. Yeah.
Now you as a patron, is that the right word?
Patron is
an establishment. Have you ever felt like I should have got cut off?
No, but only because I have a particular ego about drinking. Like I got this. But also I like to think that I either A, know my limit, or B, am with people that will take care of me if in the event I surpass my limit.
See, for me it's like, first I struggle with having limits. And I've been told so often that they can't tell that I'm drunk when I'm like beyond plastered, that's given me this confidence that, and I've never been cut off, but no one's ever said I've been super sloppy or anything like that. I know I probably have, but it just has not been told to my face, at least. At least maybe behind my back.
Which is probably a bad thing.
Is it?
It is a bad thing because I've been around you when you've been super hammered, and I didn't know, and you were like, "Oh, I was so fucking." I was like, "Really?" Like, well, you.
That's the thing.
You kind of keep it together.
I handle my shit because I don't really. I think what happens. Some people change.
Big time.
Some people really fucking change. They don't know how to handle their liquor, and they really change. I don't change. I guess just get louder and happier. Mm-hmm. I don't like offend anybody. I don't like pick fights. I still want to have a great time. Yeah. So. Yeah, well, I like that topic. That was cool. I like that. Next, let's move on.
Oh, and that topic was brought to you by Dan S.
Who is Dan S?
He's a coworker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
Maybe he had to cut someone off. And
All right, here's the next one. What scene from a kid's movie or movie in the past scared the shit out of you? Oh, that's a good one. I don't like scary movies too much. Mm-hmm. I like to force myself to watch them though. As a kid, I kind of avoid them. but almost every fucking Freddy Krueger movie.
Nice.
As I watched them, I just fucking freaked out.
I loved them.
That shit, I did not want to go to sleep. That shit, I did not like it at all. I for some reason, fucking Friday the 13th, shit like that, didn't bother me.
Because Freddy could get you in your fucking dreams.
Freddy could go anywhere.
Yeah, and you're gonna fall asleep sooner or later.
Yeah.
That was
There's
my whole
no not falling asleep.
like
I'm
sooner or
gonna
later.
sleep.
Yeah.
Like Michael Myers, you gotta be at night in the middle of the woods or like.
And he really just wants to kill Laurie Strode. Like, yeah, she's over there.
Yeah, like, I know you don't want me, you want her. I can tell you where she's at. Fuck that
Freddy's
bitch.
different. It's like psychological. You're like, oh, well, I'm not worried about Freddy. And you're like, fuck the guy. You're like, oh, I'm dead. Fuck.
And Freddy gets turned on when you're scared.
And he's so funny.
He's so
He's
progressive.
a dick about it for sure. So
Welcome
I
to
was like,
prime time, bitch.
all those fucking movies. I remember I saw one of them. I think it was like the 5th one where it was 3D, and all like the fucking burned faces were coming in your face. Oh shit! No.
Yeah,
You
those
see,
movies
Exorcist.
scare me. Well, the thing is, the paranormal movies scare me because I believe ghosts and like I think.
I want to
that's
ask you
real,
guys,
so.
which one scared you the most? The most.
You know what's funny is
Julie.
I have
Scary-
one, and it's the stupidest.
scary
one.
movies didn't scare me at all. Well, I got afraid of movies that weren't supposed to be scary, and then some random shit pops out, and you're like, "Who? What?" There was this movie. Remember, John Lovitz was in it, and it was called My Parents in Outer Space or some shit like that. It was it's some really obscure film, but the parents like get in their car. From what I remember, it's hazy, and they drive, and then they end up in outer space. And John Lovitz is the king of this alien planet, and he wants to like marry the wife or some shit. One of you guys could look this up. It's someone please.
Get that name.
It's like Parents Are Lost in Outer Space.
John Lovitz.
The guy who played he was the dad. He played
Sounds
the
like a horrible
principal
movie.
in.
This does sound like a horrible movie.
It was a great movie. He played the principal in Ferris Bueller, I think. He was the dad. I don't remember who the mom was. Yes.
He kind of looks like Freddy Krueger without the makeup.
Right. So these parents, they shoot off to this planet. They're having trouble with their marriage. They end up loving each other. But one of them, he gets like dumped in this like sewer type thing. And there's this like cute little alien that comes up to him, and he's like, "Oh, you're cute," and he pets him on the head. And then this motherfucker just like turns into something else. Teeth start protruding out of his mouth. It looks like a round fucking thing. It just scared the shit out of me. It looked like the bomb ball from Mario just chomping at you. And I mean, I still watch that movie. Like, I mean, not now, but when I was a kid, I watched it all the time. And that was
So you like to be scared.
Yeah. But that particular, I'll never forget that ugly ass creature. Obviously, I'll forget the title of the fucking movie.
For me, because, and I gotta give this detail, I was under the impression that it was a real movie, like it was a real documentary, The Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, they did really well.
They got you.
They got me fucking good. When those little kids hit the tent, I mad chills. Like I'm still getting
That's so funny because I thought that movie was boring as shit.
You what?
I thought that movie was boring as shit.
What?
Mom and Dad saved the world.
Mom and Dad saved the world. It's real.
Everybody, if you want to get scared with some shitty movie, go to
1992. Yeah.
Mom and Dad scares. What is it? Mom and Dad what?
Mom and Dad saved the world.
Save the world. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't remember who the mom was, but it's real. Look at that. Tell me if that isn't the fucking awesomest cover. That's the thing right there, the little penis looking thing.
Movie poster though. That's a badass poster. Let me see this shit. Oh, nice. Check that out. Boom. Put it close to the camera right there. Check that out, people. That's a badass fucking movie poster. I'll tell you that much right now.
Go watch Mom and Dad Save the World.
I'm gonna have to watch it now, dude. But I want to show it to my peeps too.
I'm a pass.
Why are you gonna pass?
92, so I was
Look at this
6
shit.
when that
That's
came out.
pretty badass. Come on. The movie might have been crap. Or
The
whatever.
movie.
Oh, it went dark.
It's
There you
cool.
go. Check that out.
Well, we'll be right back with some more questions and topics for you guys,
We'll be
okay?
right back. I have to go see a trailer of this shit.
Go watch this
Yeah,
movie.
I want to watch a trailer of Mom and Dad Save the World. I'll be right back.
Woodland Hills Suburbia, home of Marge and Dick Nelson.
Dick, don't drink from the carton.
Nothing unusual ever happens to them.
Bye.
But this weekend, they're taking a little trip.
Soon, Marge Nelson, you will be mine. activate the magnobeam.
Now they're on their way
Scoot over a little. Oh, I want to get one of you in Saturn.
Don't take my picture. Don't take...
to the smallest, weirdest planet in the galaxy,
They're here!
where girls are fish,
What are these, your pets? Oh, I see. It's your family.
boys are dogs,
Ow! Get your paws off of me. Who's your supervisor?
and everyone else is just plain stupid.
Impressed?
Who would have thought that Marge and Dick
Marry me, Marge, and become the Queen of Spengo.
would save the world?
I have information vital to the future of your planet and my own. Take the information and escape. Punish him!
Finally, a motion picture that asks the age-old question, is there intelligent life in the universe?
You're welcome.
The answer is no. Terry Garr, Jeffrey Jones, John Lovitz, Kathy Ireland, and Eric Idle. Mom and Dad save the world.
You're a cute little fella.
Directed by Greg Beeman. Mom and Dad save the world.
So we're gonna watch that movie.
Yeah, we're definitely we're having a movie that we should like review it. We should watch it live. Just have a cameras on ourselves and our reaction and shit. And everybody can have their own viewing at their place. Welcome back. We're here with Josh, Tony. It's Bar Babble, the second edition. I'm gonna hand over the Bar Babble bag. Go ahead, brother.
All right.
You read off the topics. You chill out now. This is my break time. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got.
All right. Do you believe that the Earth could be flat? Yes or no? Why or why not?
Fucking A. There's some people really serious about this shit.
Let me
Way
preface
serious.
this with a story.
Uh-oh. Here we
Earlier
go.
today, I went to go buy some laundry detergent, and there was a girl in the same aisle, and she had a shirt that said "The Earth is flat!" exclamation point, and there was a globe that was flat. She had a box of borax.
How could a globe be flat?
I don't know. She had a box of borax, right, which I guess is like an old school detergent. She stopped me while I was grabbing my case of Gain, and she said, "Did you know that you can actually ingest this as a human, and it's good for your digestive tract?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she kept going on.
What?
Yeah, and I mean, there are two unrelated topics, but the fact that she was wearing a shirt that said "The Earth is flat" made me disbelieve anything she had to say.
Uh-huh.
And she
In a
said,
Walmart?
it was in a Ralph's. And she like put her hand on my hand and stopped me from grabbing the Gain. And she said, if you're gonna use detergent, use this one. It has, it's all natural ingredients and blah blah blah. And I'm like, but Gain smells good. Like that's all I could tell her. I had nothing,
digesting
right?
that shit?
I mean, I've heard of borax being some type of agent that it has natural ingredients that can. But why? Like, aren't there other things that
Why?
are more practical to clean out your digestive system?
Yes.
Like pooping?
Yeah. Or like anything dairy if you're lactose intolerant.
Yeah. So so leading to the question of do we think the Earth is flat? Before I insult Walter or Josh, do you guys think the Earth is flat?
I don't think the earth is flat, and I don't give it a lot of thought. What the fuck do I care about it?
No. Fuck.
Like, it's
Come on.
fucking stupid.
There's no. I mean, I wish there was someone here that I would love to hear their.
Yeah, like they would argue
I mean-
for it. You? Are you
No.
a flatter?
No, not a flat
Flat
Earth.
earther?
No.
It's fucking
I mean, all the
ridiculous.
pictures, all the videos. I mean, people that like fly, and you can see the curvature of the Earth. It's round.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I hike a lot, so I've been in a lot of places where, whether it's high altitude or even I go to the beach every damn weekend if possible. I see that curve. I don't know what they see.
Every single movie I've seen where someone travels from one point of the world to the other, and they do this little mini animated sequence of a plane, it doesn't go straight.
No,
It's always a curve.
it's always a curve.
Yeah.
So
So I
when
mean,
you see
that's my
even
scientific
the
background for it.
graphics and whatever, I just think it's stupid.
I wanna
Anybody
know-
gives it so much time to argue about it or debate it.
I just want to know
Get
the
the
basis
fuck out
of
of
their
the
like. What
Earth.
is the foundation of that argument?
like where have been the reports of like this just in, another boat has fallen off of the Earth. Thanks for ignoring those signs we put. Like, do not go past here.
Caution, Earth is flat.
The Earth ends.
I know, it's not like the street, dead end.
Yeah.
There's none of that, and you're going to fall off, bitch.
91 freeway ends in half a mile. Yeah.
Hey, that's what happened to Amelia Earhart. She was like, fuck it. It's flat. Fuck it. I'm not going to tell nobody. Let's see where this starts. All right, next topic.
It's not the Bermuda Triangle. That's where it goes flat and people
Yeah.
fall off. That's what it is.
It's not called the Bermuda Triangle. It's just that's flat.
Yeah, it's just flat. The Bermuda Flats.
If you were a drag queen, what would your name be?
First of all, I want to laugh because I seriously immediately wanted to think real quick, like, what would it be?
What would it
Like,
be?
I was excited about this opportunity.
Would I go full Mexican and be like a pretend Selena?
Ooh, I don't know.
Or-
Like, you can't take someone else's name. It's got to be a unique name.
I think it depends what type of personality your drag queen has.
I see her being a little bit of a catty bitch.
A little bit. And super conceited, too.
Whatever.
What would yours be?
I don't know. I think if I was, I'd be wearing a lot of leather
All right.
and like a whip.
All right.
Selena
So,
Kyle.
so does a
Like-
name pop up?
Maybe like Mistress Magdalena. That's a horrible name.
I mean, I see a lot of contradictions there.
I'd call myself Pleasure Princess. Is it bad? You don't like that one? Fuck, I gotta get another one.
Pleasure
What's wrong
Princess?
with Pleasure Princess?
I think it's.
It's always there have to be like super
Sounds
gay.
like it.
I think it gives you a lot of
I like
expectations.
you. I think your reaction was like, I think it sounds like what? What was it? What were you
I
gonna
don't
say?
know.
Like,
Sounds
what,
like
it sounds super gay?
It sounds like a 12-year-old or something.
Oh, what? How is a 12-year-old coming up with Pleasure Princess?
It doesn't necessarily. It could be all sorts of pleasure. You get all sorts of pleasure from I get pleasure from doing crayons.
From doing crayons?
Coloring.
Yeah.
Like, are you shoving crayons up your ass or something?
Way to
like
stay in between the lines.
Pleasure princess.
What would be yours?
I think I would go with like a singular name.
How about Panda Pleasure?
Like
Sorry.
pleasuring animals now?
I'm the panda who pleasures.
Okay, all right.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You gotta give one. We got
Yeah.
Mistress Magdalena. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Probably like named after some type of bottled water. Like Evian or Dasani or Fiji.
Yeah.
Fiji.
Fiji.
Good
Fiji.
one.
That's actually all right.
that'd be
I like,
Fiji.
I like Fiji.
Yeah. Classy.
You look like a Fiji.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Next topic. We got off the drag. Squeeze me, audience.
Oh.
Tall boys make you burp.
How important is the toilet paper you use?
Listen,
Fucking super important.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a suggestion while you bring that up. Mario Lopez, I don't know how much money I got to give you, but can we go 2-ply? That would be great. I don't take very many shits at the Mario Lopez art studio, but I took one today, and my finger almost poked through it.
Yeah. Well.
And I got a decent amount.
And he didn't douche his asshole today.
Even
so.
if it's 1-ply, I make it 2-ply.
Yeah.
I just get enough, so I'm just
I
wasting
make
your
sure
toilet
that
paper.
I look like a fucking mummy by the time I go wipe my ass. Next time we're gonna bring some Charmin.
Yeah.
I use Charmin with like aloe vera
Because we got a couple bears here.
Yeah.
I
like the soft stuff. I like. I mean, if I could, I mean, I'm not rich enough yet, but I can't wait to have a bidet and just like wash my ass. That's kind of nice. I like going to white people's houses that have bidets. I just want to take a shit when I see a bidet.
Just the idea of water shooting up my ass.
But then I worry about how I'm gonna dry it.
Yeah, with toilet paper.
Then it gets all clumpy and
Then
sticky.
you get,
Then you get the
dingleberries.
you get the toilet dingleberries, and that's not fun.
Toilet paper, it's pretty important to me. I grew up in a household that had a lot of people in it, so Scott was the go-to, and that's like single ply,
That's
thinner
like
than
the
wax paper.
janitorial shit.
Yeah. So when I got my own money, I started buying like Cottonelle and Charmin to try to find the right, one.
I just had a question right now that's very relevant. It said, "What kind of butt wiper are you? Double dipper?" Ugh!
No way, no one
That's
does that.
disgusting.
How is that even possible?
How is that even possible? Why would you?
Who the fuck
You
said
must
that?
be. Oh my God.
Who said that? That's horrible.
Queen_Tevi, my cut of hay, a fellow resident.
Well, that's why.
That's fucking insane. Double dipper. Why would you ever double dip? Unless you're running out of toilet paper.
Why are you dipping?
I just wouldn't. Well, I think she mean wipe. The dipping part is the wipe. I guess you might want to say double wiper. But yeah, fuck no. Although I do fold as many times as I can.
I mean, I will waste reams of toilet paper.
I try not to go back and get more. No, it's not. Because I'm not wiping off like where there was shit on there.
So do you wipe once and then there's like shit
and then
on
I fold.
So you take it out of your ass. So you're like, oh look.
So I roll.
There's corn, and then you fold that.
And then I fold, and then I wipe again.
That's fucking gross.
Wait a minute.
That's exactly. That's double dipping. That's double wiping.
Is that what you mean? I'll give you time to respond. Is that what you mean?
You wipe and cover
you
the paper.
Wipe and cover the paper.
Again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Total double
so you're
dipper.
A double dipper.
I am a quadruple dripper. Dip dripper.
So you wipe your asshole. You take it out and you look at it.
Yeah, and I go.
And then you go like, okay, I can still use this.
Yep, totally.
That's fucking disgusting.
There is no shit on the toilet paper once you fold it.
It's
you have
still
a
there.
Yeah, I saw it.
You created a shit hot dog or a sandwich.
Yes, a shit sandwich because there's no bread though. Shit taco, whatever. And I fold it and look, brand new toilet paper. There's no shit there. And then I go wipe again, and then I fold it again if need be. And I'm like, look, brand new toilet paper, and I just.
It's not brand new.
By the time, look, I'm gonna tell you this. By the time I'm done. It looks like one of those little triangles that you would play in high school, like you know, like you do the little football game. You know, it started off like this, and then it end up in a little triangle where I could just.
I will readily admit that there are times when I'm very upset at the amount of toilet paper I have used. Where you're just sitting there like, come on, bro. But no, I'm not a double dipper.
I mean, there have definitely been times.
So let me get this. Let me get this straight. You guys grab, I'm assuming, a decent amount of toilet paper.
Sure.
Wipe once, and then that's it. Toss that,
and then
it,
and then I let my hand go, and it fucking falls with the shit along.
Oh,
end of his story.
And then I'm like, oh, guess what? I need more. I don't fucking be like, I've been eating healthy. I don't look at it like it's a fucking Picasso painting. That's fucking absurd.
Fucking fart art.
Oh my god! So you wipe and just let it fall, like you don't ever. Don't ever look at your shit.
That's some fucking Charles Manson. Anybody else do that, Mario?
Anybody else double dip?
No.
Boom, Mario got a hand from Mario. Anybody else? Any other double wiper?
Dan doesn't even wipe his ass.
How do you do it, Sophia? You just like wipe once and let it fall too? Okay, that's how she said she scrunches it in a ball. That seems worse.
That doesn't seem like
so you wipe.
How do you get good coverage?
Wait, you wipe with a ball? But you said you scrunch it up like a ball. So you have like a little ball and you wipe, and then what happens then after you wipe? Just drop it.
You let it go where it
belongs. She does a toilet ball.
Toilet ball.
That seems hard to handle because your fucking fingertips have to be exposed. Years of practice.
Maybe she holds it like this.
She holds it curveball style. She has a fucking screwball.
She's a makeup artist. She's used to those little sponges, you know?
It's just all here.
Okay,
holy
so there's
shit.
A barrier.
That's weird, dude.
I find it art. I don't
art. It may be a creative wiping experience, but it's not art.
What do you call it? Like origami. It's like, oh, goose, and then in my asshole.
What the fuck?
It's like origami.
That was a great question.
We have spent more time on wiping your ass than creative output.
Yeah,
I wish I would have known if I knew this about you like years ago. Fucking, who the fuck is this guy?
We're not sharing fries with this dick.
In my head, this is, to me, I thought the whole world did what I did.
No.
I never thought somebody wiped.
It must be a cut-away thing.
You are now a 1%er.
The first time
I want to know how many of you guys double wipe. I want to really know. There's a lot of people engaging on this right now. A finger gets through it, you fold. What? If you fold, it doesn't get through. That's the whole fucking point. It's thick. Boom. It could with your little ball.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's why I will take these fingers and I'll go around, because sometimes if, and then I'm like, oh, look, Willy Wonka, and then I.
Okay, so when you wipe, it's like you bandage your hand.
Like my fingers.
So you don't even take advantage of the thickness. You get half the thickness.
No, it's not about coverage. It's about like keeping.
And look, you got some long ass fucking fingers. I don't even think toilet paper is that wide. So at least the middle finger is exposed. At least those are exposed. Yeah. Tell me you've never gotten shit on those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Shit happens.
Cool. Shit happens. Yeah. Shit happens.
But I don't pull it out and be like, You know what? I still got some left.
Yeah, you just drop it and then you look at your fingers like, oh look, it looks like Tony's skin.
So how do you know when you're done wiping then?
Yeah, how do you know?
I just.
Oh, that's such a great question.
Hold on.
The question was, how do you know if you're done wiping?
It is
If all you
hard
just wipe
because
and just drop.
Sometimes I do wipe and it's like wiping like a magic marker. It just keeps going.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, just keep again and again like a magic
But
marker.
how do you know though?
I can just tell.
Without looking at it, how do you know?
I can just get a feel. I can just feel my asshole dry.
It's drier. But there's no evidence that it's done.
Also, it's important to say I also use wet wipes, like baby wipes too. So
I used to use those, and then I found out they're cancerous, which pretty much everything is. But
yeah,
they have
Mine are
a lot of.
organic.
And no, the reason it made a sense to me was because the anus absorbs a lot, which is why people do cocaine through it and they take other drugs through it because it absorbs more than most of your body. So yeah, the beer bong through the asshole, that goes with that because something about your butthole, it absorbs faster than most of your body.
It absorbs AIDS.
So yeah, it absorbs AIDS. So does your vagina and your dick. It absorbs AIDS.
Okay.
Not just your
Can
butthole.
we move on now?
Next question.
That was a great question, by the way.
fucking
Thank
degenerate.
you. That was fucking. I'm a degenerate now because
That's
I
so
double wipe.
gross.
I fucking six druple wipe. I just make it super thick. Boom. Thanks, Mario. I'm with you too,
No,
bro.
he's not. He's just trying.
We
to
don't
feel
waste
better.
paper. Save the trees.
It's not a waste. It's covered in shit.
Like, if they start making
need to
hemp
move on.
toilet paper,
Yeah,
I'll
go.
start wiping.
I'm
less.
sure they have hemp
handle
toilet
this.
paper.
All right, let's go.
How do you feel about millennials
So many thoughts.
that probably use hemp toilet
So
paper?
you know what? I am 50-50 on the millennial front, and what I mean by that is, I hate half of them, but I like what they're. Some of them bring we have to evolve. We have to evolve, and the evolution comes usually from the youth. Like they make us think about certain things. They make us, and half of them are just ridiculous right now.
What the fuck
But-
is a millennial?
The younger crowd, I guess. That's what I would call
Are
them.
we? We're not. We're not.
wonder-
the-
No,
the
we're not
younger crowd
millennials. You think you're a
anymore?
millennial?
No.
I'm
How does
definitely
it-
not millennial.
Like, when do you have to be born to be considered a
Yeah.
millennial? I don't
Can
know.
someone Google that? Like, what's considered a millennial?
Do you have to be born in the 2000s?
Okay, if the assumption is that
Can
the
someone
millenn-
out there tell us what a millennial technically is? Because I'm sure there's an age, like you have to be born after a certain year.
yeah, sure.
I'm sure. Dan's taking care of that. But I mean, just right off the bat, they're just. It feels like they're so entitled. I'll give you a good example. My buddy Victor owns a marketing company in Orange, and he's hiring tons of people, and he hates millennials. And the reason being is they come in after college, they want 60, 70 G's right off the bat, and they have great game. So whether they're watching content on how to get interviewed and what answers to give or whatever, they're just very studious, right? They're like up the game. But the actual work ethic and the actual experience lacks major balls. So, and it's a recurring thing for him as an employer when it comes to millennials. He's fucking like, I'm done with them. Like, I'm done with their entitlement. They come in here asking for twice as much as what I'm paying some people, and they have less than experience, but they come out of college like they deserve it. No experience, they fucking deserve it.
So where do those expectations come from?
You know what? Maybe too many self-help books or something like self-development. Maybe too many positive quotes on Instagram. I don't know where that comes from. They're just very entitled.
People are all like, want to be Instagram famous and YouTube famous now. Young people.
So how does that relate to getting more when you get employed?
It doesn't. I'm just saying that's
Do you think that if you put your Instagram followers on your resume, you should get paid more?
absolutely.
What would be the number? Like 5,000 followers or more? Or something?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
there's a K next to your number, you're
Yeah.
there.
Oh, hey, I'm verified, bitch.
I can.
I'm verified, puto. What is your opinion, for real? What's your millennial opinion?
Anybody from 1981 to 1996 and are the ages of 22 to 37 are the millennial.
22 to 37?
What?
That seems
That
whack.
doesn't sound right.
37? So I'm 2 years removed from being a millennial?
What
What source
what's
are
the
you?
source is
By the
at?
way, he said From 20 what? What's the age again? 20 what?
Anyone born between 1981.
Anyone born between 1981 and 1996 is considered a millennial. Do you agree with that?
I mean,
I thought it would be like born 96 to like 2000.
I mean,
16?
hold on. Can we? What does millennium mean?
And
2000, right?
Will be part of the new generation.
But I thought millennial meant like at least 2000. That's and what's the source, if you don't mind me asking? What are you just googling?
That's it.
Yeah, I Googled it.
Okay, we got.
it's a good
What do you
question.
think is?
Well,
Oh, yeah,
I don't.
We'll get to that.
I don't really like anyone. If I have to like define a millennial, then it's basically someone that does feel entitled to certain things, not just at the job, but any place that they go. They feel that not only do they demand a particular like. I don't even call it respect.
Sorry, I'm sweating.
Did you just
guys.
wipe your tit?
Yeah, why my tit sweat?
Hey, you don't want to double dip that?
I do.
Fold it over. And
There's sweat on this side, but not on this side.
Okay, so this is how much we care about millennials.
We don't give a fuck about millennials. But I'm really confused about the whole shit. Like,
You know what? We'll talk about it next week.
That just fucking
Yeah,
seems
that
weird.
doesn't seem right.
Do you want me to read
Go
the
ahead,
question
yeah.
right here? So I was just asked right now, what do you think of Miss America pageant changing the rules to no swimsuit, only getting judged on their social contribution? I read this article today, coincidentally. Joe Rogan posted it. And it's it touches on, like, they're not going to do any more bikini. They're not going to be judged on their physique or their beauty. It's going to be all whatever the fuck. What do you think?
I don't care about it. I didn't care about it before this, so
Yeah.
I don't care about it now.
I never watched those pageants, and I was a perv.
I mean, I get it. Like, the world are not the world, but I think the world's way further than us. But the country is changing. Even
It feels so sensitive, dude.
Yeah, I mean, even minutely in terms of like women empowerment and what that stands for and how that's changing. But realistically speaking, this will be a big deal for roughly a month, and then no one will care
It's
all over
dumb.
again.
No one cares
It's dumb.
right now. No one cares right
Pretty soon you're
now.
not going to be able to throw dollar bills at strippers.
Yeah.
Because
You gotta Venmo them. Check your Venmo.
Well,
I sent you $10.
I mean, you don't have to come up here, Sophia, but did you know about this? Is this a thing you care about as a woman?
As a woman, about the beauty pageant peoples.
I don't know. I think they're just trying to make it more about like what they do for society or communities rather than what they look like.
And does that matter?
Which is what
Like-
no one's tuning
So
in for.
you gotta repeat what she said because people are not
okay.
gonna hear it. People are not
Yeah.
gonna hear it. So can you repeat what she said?
She said that they're trying to focus more on what they do for society and the role that they play in that, as opposed to simply beauty.
Yeah.
And I mean,
But you see, I think it's look. And I saw a comment on Joe's thing, and it was a girl, a former beauty pageant chick, and she's like, why are we removing? It takes a lot of hard work to get in shape, to be physically fit, to look good. It takes a lot of work, and I totally agree with that. It takes so much work. Now, yeah, sure, it could be a shallow aspect of the competition, but it's just part of it. It's not the whole thing. It's not like they're in bikini the whole damn show.
well, I mean, it's called a beauty pageant.
Yeah,
first of all.
all.
Secondly, all the cliches and jokes about beauty pageants is simply hot chick dumb. Every joke that's made.
Anytime you hear
It's
about
like,
something, it's like this lady got asked a question and
yeah,
she was like,
and she was like, yeah, I really
But
want
that's
to
because
save
they
the
only
world.
feature the dumb response.
Well, that's every
'Cause it's
reality
fucking
television show.
fun to
you know?
watch.
Yeah, so I mean, realistically, I don't care if they're in bikinis or not. I don't know who the last one was, though. You know what I remember about Miss America? What, Steve Harvey? That's literally all I know. That's
When
all
he
I have.
fucked
It's the
up?
only basis I have for Miss America
Totally
beauty
agree.
pageant. So, like, if that's the case, then no. I mean, if we're looking at it from a societal standpoint of women's rights and their everything, I mean, that's not wrong. Every woman who has this particular physique wants to show that off. It's part of why they do it. If I was buff, I wouldn't wear a shirt. We'd be doing this
Yeah,
shirtless.
I can't wait to get pecs.
I don't
I'm
want to
doing
do this
shit
with pants. I have
shirtless.
amazing legs. I mean, and that would be
Yeah,
like I'd
we
find a
should have,
reason
like,
to show
calf
you.
Episode. I'd kill it. I'd kill it.
I'm just,
What's your opinion?
I don't care.
I don't care.
At all? Have you ever watched one?
Yeah, I've watched a couple.
A couple.
I don't think I have.
I remember when I was 13 and I thought it'd be a cool thing to watch because, of course, it's girls in bikinis. I was bored as fuck. I didn't even get to the bikini part. I was like, peace out. That shit was boring to me. So it's not a big deal. Let's move on to the next
all
one.
right.
Wear a bikini if you want.
Mozzarella cheese sticks. This was actually sent to us by an Instagram user.
I like that when that shit came up and you're like, oh, I actually have a mozzarella stick story.
Yeah,
share that shit.
So these two customers came into the bar and they had just came home from Miami. I've never been. I've always wanted to go, but I've never been. And the thing that this girl was most upset about was that she went to a restaurant and she ordered mozzarella cheese sticks and they were $25.
What?
And she said that
fuck?
Everything there was super expensive.
Why would anybody spend $25 on a fucking cheese stick?
They're in Miami, I guess. I don't know. She said that a bottle of Jack that would cost like maybe $30 here was $75 over there. Because I was talking about having just come back from Vegas and how I paid $24 for a Jack and Coke, and I was really upset with myself. And she said, "Don't feel bad because I spent $25 on mozzarella cheese sticks." And
that's fucking insane.
Yeah, but if
my only trip to Miami, I was fortunate. I was doing an acting project out there, and it was just paid for everything, so I have no clue what the prices were. So
did you have cheese sticks?
I did not have cheese sticks. We had I forgot. We had, definitely one night we had steak, and that was dope. But it was all paid for. It was all paid for, so I had no clue. Even the club they took us on the first night, it was that club though. Every single seat was bottle service. There was no standing around, and it was like auditorium style.
Wow.
So, and every seat was, you had to have bottle service. And I just thought that was way too bougie. Like nobody could get in besides rich ass motherfuckers. So I don't like that mozzarella story.
Yeah.
$25. Next.
Hi, Hannah.
And who wrote that, by the way?
That was It's Me, Eric, a friend from like
thanks a lot
high school. Okay, I think we got like a minute or so.
We have like a minute.
Douching.
Why don't we hold off on douching?
Kind of cover that, right?
Right back. No, I want to cover it up. Let's piggyback on this.
We want to talk more about douching, and we will when we come back.
When we come right back. Josh will take over the picking duty.